Hello everybody, long time no see. We are in Douglas, Georgia to look for some shed. So before we start, let's do a quick weather check. It is 10:45 a.m., 77 degrees. We are at InstaShed. Alright, so we're supposed to meet somebody here. Corey, I think. So we'll see what they have, and these are samples of the sheds. They have a whole bunch of selections. So this shed is going to go to the land at our bookend. Alright, so we're going to go in and we'll see you in a few minutes.
How big is it?
Gotta look out for wasp nests.
This is the one you were looking at, girl. This is the one that Mama is looking at. She kind of like the porch.
Now,
And what size is this?
this is a 12 by 32.
12 by
12 by 32.
So we told him that it makes it smaller in that area because that should have been. We could just add a porch for him.
These walls right here are about 6.5 foot. You can add that tall wall add-on that I was telling you about. That it would give it a 8 foot height. It makes the building much bigger on the inside.
Okay, so this is 6. So you could add 2 to make it higher.
Because that's what she wants. She wants a higher pitch roof.
And then we can, for Florida, we can build these buildings up to a 16 by 48, I believe.
16 by 48.
Yep, but anything over 400 square feet.
Yeah, I think Bernie is like it's all the way, and then we can just add a deck for him.
Yeah, so
Because it takes up so
we're gonna take a look at the
Is that one right there?
Yeah, that's a side lofted barn. Now you can get one of those and put the double French doors in it if you want. I'm sure we've got some.
This is 32 also.
That one looks like it may be a 12 by 32.
This is the one that you saw, right? The first one. The first one.
It looks like this.
What's this one top here? 8% here. I think y'all are
7.5.
7.5. So sitting on the dirt, these things aren't level, so
So this is 32?
this should be 12 by 32. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was up to here because of the porch there. Yes, that's right there. There's one that's French door.
Yes.
And there's another French door, and we added one window and one window.
Now, I can take any of these styles and build it how you want. How many windows you want, how many doors, what style doors you want. You can customize it.
And then you said here usually you could add 2 more feet of straight, and then can you do a division? For example, okay, I want to make this a room, and then I'll put a division and a door there. Can you do that?
Yes, I can put. It'll just be a framed out. I've got a building out there that's we've got some framed out walls in it. So you can do a frame out walls and then frame the door out.
And that should come out cheaper than us buying the lumber from Home Depot instead of cheaper. Or if you guys take at least.
Plus, it's already done.
Yeah.
Plus it's straight.
Okay.
It's straight.
Alright, because ours won't be straight.
Always fight about this. But you know, you go to the hardware and it's all.
So you said that the lumber for Florida code will be thicker?
Not necessarily thicker, but
No,
they
more like
they
that,
probably have
closer
more
together.
bracing and stuff. Like,
Okay.
and it's gonna be 16-inch center studs. They're built like a house. House is built on 16-inch center studs, so it'll have that. But now you'll probably have some extra braces up here, like running straight across. And instead of this being the wood trim, it'll be the metal plates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's because of that hurricane.
Yeah. Now, I will say, these buildings here, when Hurricane William came through, those got hit harder than the other town in Georgia. We only had 2 buildings that got damaged, and some of the smaller buildings rolled over.
What's the size?
Depends on what you want. We sell a bunch of them, though. Most of these buildings out here are already sold.
This is the one I saw.
Oh, yeah. That one, unfortunately, is not available for
Why?
It's never gotten certified. I think that we're trying to work on getting that, getting a style like that available for parking.
How about that one?
Yeah, that one's available. And see, that one's got, those are 3x3 windows, so we offer 2x3, 3x3, and 3x5 windows.
Not available.
Not available. Sorry, Carol.
I like this one.
They are pretty neat. You got a bird nest up there?
Where? Who's the bird?
Yeah, that's a frame.
That's already framed up.
Something for a bathroom.
So this is not Florida certified. It's pretty.
Yeah, this is one of the one that Mom was using.
This?
Yeah, how about
Yeah.
that one? We'll look at that one.
Yeah, look at that.
I think the shut this door and have birds in it.
That's a good.
Style. Yeah, I don't think that we've ever gotten it approved by the state. It's kind of a newer style, so I don't think we've got it approved by Florida yet.
So what do you call this one?
This is call this a utility. It's just an A-frame utility.
And this one you can also customize the size-wise, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Oh, 14.
See, the A-frames come standard with the taller walls. But like I said, we can add that to, we can add the taller walls to the bar style.
So this is 16 wide.
16 by 32.
This one's 14.
14 by 32.
14 by
And what's the max you can put on this one? 16 by
16
By 48.
By 48.
44, I think maybe on the utility. Let me double check. Well, it'll be, I think, if you lower it down, I think they give you about 5.5 to 5 to 6. This is the best of, depending on how tall you are.
16 by 14.
16 by 14. It's got some long spring down in here. But it sat there for a little while. We didn't have to
So if you like this,
That's a little bit bigger. No, that's a longer cord.
so if you want this design, you can customize it, make it longer. Can you do that for something like this?
Yeah. So this would be just an A-frame, and you can put the doors there and the windows there. Yeah, we can make it longer. Because this is that style that's not available in Florida.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
But I can still take the A-frame, just a regular A-frame utility, put the doors right here, put the windows right here, and it would just be longer. So this would be a 16 wide right here, and make it as long as up to a 44 foot long.
Take a picture of this one so when we tell you that, hey, we like that one, you'll know which one we're talking about.
This is our economy model that isn't available in Florida. You see the studs are wider. It's got the 24-inch centers instead of the 16. They don't put as many rafters in it, and then you don't have the wood.
Okay.
You just got a weather area up top.
But you can make it to comply with the Florida one.
Yeah, we sell a version of this that's compatible with Florida code.
I think so too. Something like that. It's just for my
Yeah, I think
What
he
is-
just wants something to sit on.
sit.
So you actually, if you want that big one, you can make it that one. One
You want one over here? It's a barn style with the same type of porch on the front.
Is it easier to make the roof higher if it's going to be a barn style or an A-frame?
Well, the A-frame already comes with that tall wall.
Okay, because like she wants a higher ceiling or
Yeah.
roof.
So if you get a barn style, you probably want to add the tall wall. If you get the A-frame, it's already going to have the taller wall.
Okay.
But if you want a long, I guess an eight or this frame. Yeah, I like the look of it.
What's up with the garbage? You got a guy that does a lot of it. This is simple stuff. Except the wall. But this is the one that I built. When we had to rebuild it, because she wanted the tall wall also. And it sat out here for a little while.
See? Yeah, this is good. Plus, if you ever need to do for your, see, he wants bathroom. We can.
Yeah, so Miss Jan, she had her bedroom in the back, and then this right here was the bathroom. She created an access for, gas to use the bathroom. And then she wanted a door right here in case she had to exit her bedroom and get out of the house there.
What is the size of the room?
14 by 40.
It's like this, but you have French doors on either side, and then you can have rooms on either side, and lofts on either side. That's mostly. This is 22. Huh?
But now this is a 16 wide.
16 wide.
14 wide.
14, let's look at 14.
16 by what?
14. 14. So like 16 by, I mean 14.
So the other one was a little bit longer. It was a 14 by
40.
44. This was 16 by
And that one was how much? That's cheaper.
No, because you had the walls and everything in there. think it's approximately about the same amount. Maybe like 40,000 on. I can go look at that paper for you. But she added 3x3 windows, additional door, oh, what is that price of Kathy Tall added on to that? That's all. I'll look at that. Yeah, it's just one mixed.
So many selections
Yes, so
here.
many selections.
So, what's the name of this business again?
InstaShed.
All right. So we want to thank Corey. He was a salesman, very, very helpful. It's in Donelson, Georgia, and the name of the business is
InstaShed.
InstaShed. So it took about, it's 1:30 right now, 2 hours, and they do have a lot of selection. So we're gonna go home, talk to Mama, and see what we're gonna do, how we're gonna figure out how to do this, and then we'll go from there. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Let's see if they. All right. Hope to see you good again soon. God bless, and bye.